Once, in a remote village nestled between dense, foreboding forests and mist-covered mountains, a chilling tale was whispered from generation to generation. The village, known as Wraithhaven, had long been haunted by a sinister presence, a creature so malevolent that it struck terror into the hearts of even the bravest souls. This ominous being was none other than the Giant Slayer. Legend had it that centuries ago, an ancient curse had befallen Wraithhaven, cast by a vengeful sorcerer who had suffered at the hands of the villagers. The curse gave rise to a monstrous giant, a grotesque amalgamation of shadows and nightmares, with eyes that glowed like sinister orbs in the pitch-black darkness. The creature, known as the Giant Slayer, lurked in the depths of the surrounding forests, emerging only under the cloak of night to prey upon the unsuspecting villagers. The curse demanded a blood sacrifice every decade, and the villagers, living in perpetual fear, complied to protect their loved ones. Each decade, the village council would select a young, courageous warrior to face the Giant Slayer. The chosen one would be armed with a mystical blade rumored to be the only weapon capable of striking down the monstrous foe. One fateful night, the village council selected Roderick, a stoic and valiant young man with a reputation for his exceptional skill with the blade. The air in Wraithhaven was thick with tension as Roderick prepared to embark on his perilous quest. The moon hung low in the sky, casting an eerie glow upon the desolate landscape as Roderick entered the foreboding forest. As he ventured deeper into the shadowy woods, the trees seemed to close in around him, and the wind whispered foreboding secrets. The very air was heavy with the malevolence of the Giant Slayer. Roderick pressed on, guided only by the chilling howls that echoed through the night. After what felt like an eternity, he stumbled upon a clearing where the Giant Slayer awaited, its grotesque form towering over him. The creature's eyes glowed with an unholy fervor, and its elongated limbs moved with an otherworldly grace. Roderick raised the mystical blade, determined to free his village from the curse that shackled them. The battle that ensued was a symphony of terror, with the Giant Slayer's haunting roars reverberating through the forest. Roderick fought with unyielding determination, dodging the creature's relentless attacks and striking back with the mystical blade. Shadows wreathed and twisted around them, as if the very fabric of reality was unraveling. In a final, desperate clash, Roderick plunged the mystical blade into the heart of the Giant Slayer. A deafening roar filled the air, and the creature's form began to disintegrate into the shadows from which it had emerged. As the last echoes of the battle faded away, the cursed fog that had enveloped Wraithhaven lifted, and the villagers dared to breathe again. Roderick's return to Wraithhaven was met with a mix of relief and awe. The villagers, who had spent generations under the ominous shadow of the Giant Slayer, now gathered in the central square to witness the triumphant hero's arrival. The once fearful faces now wore expressions of gratitude and admiration. Roderick, though weary from his harrowing ordeal, stood tall and resolute, embodying the very essence of a victorious champion. As the sun bathed the village in its warm light, it seemed to erase the haunting memories that had clung to Wraithhaven for centuries. The tale of the Giant Slayer spread far beyond the confines of the village, becoming a legendary saga that would be told by bards and whispered around campfires for generations to come. Roderick's name echoed in the winds of folklore, a symbol of bravery and sacrifice that transcended the boundaries of Wraithhaven. The cautionary lesson embedded in the story served as a beacon, warning against the perilous consequences of succumbing to hatred and vengeance. However, even amidst the celebrations, a subtle unease lingered in the hearts of the villagers. The haunting whispers of the forest seemed to persist, carrying with them a chilling reminder that the darkness they had faced might not be entirely vanquished. Roderick, though hailed as a hero, could not shake the feeling that the Giant Slayer's malevolence had left an indelible mark on the land. It was as if the very soil beneath Wraithhaven bore witness to the ancient curse, and the villagers couldn't help but wonder if the shadows of the past would ever truly be dispelled. In the weeks that followed, life in Wraithhaven slowly returned to a semblance of normalcy. The villagers, grateful for the newfound peace, worked tirelessly to rebuild and forge stronger bonds within the community. Yet, as the moon rose each night, casting its silvery glow over the village, the elders would gather to share solemn glances, silently acknowledging that the tale of the Giant Slayer was not merely a distant memory but a haunting presence that lingered just beyond the edge of consciousness, waiting for an opportune moment to re-emerge. Yet, as the years passed, a lingering fear persisted in the hearts of the villagers. They couldn't shake the haunting suspicion that the shadows of the Giant Slayer still lingered, waiting for the next generation to forget the lessons of the past. And so, the legend continued to be whispered in hushed tones, a grim reminder that some horrors, once unleashed, may never truly be vanquished.